What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about body swapping. People never dying because they're getting their brain put into younger people's bodies. Now, a lot of people, may think this is far-fetched, but really to me it's not. And my mental capability, this is like, you know, outside the box, but it's not far-fetched, if that makes sense. But it's this movie called The Immortalizer, right? I'll leave it at that. Let me get into that. But I just want to elaborate on, what I mean by the title of this video. People never dying because they're getting their brain put into other younger people bodies. That's what I should have said. Now, really, this really works with a lot of older people, elderly people, but not even elderly people. Sometimes, this works in a lot of voodoo rituals and, black magic and stuff like that, but it could be done, using white magic and, light magic and, things of that nature too. But I'm saying usually like this type of thing is used in black magic. Now, black magic, a lot of people, they scared of that, what I'm saying? A lot of people, they just scared of things they don't understand, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not telling you you should practice magic. I'm not saying do none of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that black magic and voodoo and hoodoo and all this what else? Like light magic, white magic, whatever you want to call it. What else? Like spells and all that type of stuff. All that stuff comes from nature, spirituality, real talk. Now, what Hollywood, the Tree of Illusions, what they really show to people and project, they show the negative side of black magic. Oh, killing people and taking souls and doing all this. That's a part of that, but that's all they show. It's healing and voodoo and all that type of stuff. Like I said, I'm not encouraging nobody to do it, and I don't do it myself, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those closed-minded people that try to be like, no, I don't believe in this. No, that shit is real. Like, that just is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Joey Badass said it the best. You better give credit where it's due, because you ain't gonna like the karma when it's set up on you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, though. Waves, like, real shit. Like, he said it like real shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know some shit real, you be like, I don't believe in that. And just because I don't believe in it, it's not real. You sound like a fucking dummy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't believe in it, it's not real. That don't even make sense. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't practice it, and I'm not encouraging anybody to practice it, but I'm just telling you that stuff is real. And the stuff, what I'm saying, people getting their brain put into new bodies so they won't die, that shit is like a part of black magic rituals and shit. But this happens with a lot of elderly people, you know what I'm saying? Because they know they're finna pass away, they got a lot of money, they don't want to die, and they want to prolong their life. They either use time capsules sometimes, like the shit Goku be in, time capsules, like Mr. House was in, Follow New Vegas, shout out Bethesda, I love y'all. What else? Stuff like that. And if that starts to not work, prolonging their life, they would just pay like a large amount of money to get this operation done. And the operation is like with victims being kidnapped. That's what you hear about these kidnap stories. This shit is real. I'm trying to tell you, real talk. Spangoolie, trying to tell you, this is real. Like, it just proves my point. Cause like all these kids, especially these little girls that been going missing, man, what? I'm gonna break it down to you. What's going on? So look, these scientists, you know what I'm saying, they got the big bucks, like they got money. They ain't talking about that little that petty change. I'm talking about motherfuckers with money, you know what I'm saying? They hire, some enforcers, to kidnap some young people. They get 50-50. Young girls, young boys. From ages, say about age 13 to about 32. Yeah, I say like that. 13 and 32. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go too old because, that's what they do in the operation, to prolong their life. And what they do is when they get these people and they kidnap them, because, they look for young people, healthy people, people in good shape and all that type of stuff. And what they do when they kidnap these people, they're going to do operations on them. They're going to do tests, physical exam. Okay, check this nigga blood, see if he got this, see if he got that. You know what I'm saying? If motherfucker got AIDS or some shit, Well, they gonna kill him, or they ain't gonna let him go. You know what I'm saying? Because he done seen too much. They gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? Because why would they get a new body, and a new body is, you know what I'm saying, got AIDS? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense because you trying to prolong your life, not trying to. You see what I'm saying? So they would try to find the healthiest person out the the group of people they kidnap, and what they'll do is they'll find this old person or a person that was severely injured. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's gunshot, car accident, or bad health. You know what I'm saying? They could be a young person but just have money, but there's really a lot of elderly people too. You know what I'm saying? They could be elderly and they pay like $1 million for this operation. And this is the movie Immortalized I'm talking about, but it feeds into exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So like this is in the movie Immortalized what I'm explaining to you. You know, they pay like $1 million for this operation. And what they do is they take the young person's brain out, put it in a jar, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's your consciousness, you know what I'm saying? That's your consciousness. Your pineal gland is inside your brain, you know what I'm saying? They put it, on a jar, put it on the shelf. Then they take the other, they cut the old person's head open, take their brain out, which is their consciousness, and put it into the young person's body. And all their memories, you know what I'm saying, of their life is uploaded, you know what I'm saying? Their brain is uploaded right into that body, that consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Their memory is still the same. You see what I'm saying? And they just got a new body, a new vessel. And they can keep on prolonging their life. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Some real Spangooly shit. That's why all these people going missing. They either eating these people, sacrificing these people, you know what I'm saying, doing these operations, body swapping with people. Real shit. It's a lot of crazy Spangooly shit going on. I'm trying to tell you. Shit sounds scary, but no, reality is stranger than fiction. Oh, yes it is. This ain't no just motherfuckers talking and ranting. No, I'm talking about some real experience shit. Like, it's some real Spangooly shit going on. Like, some real scary shit. I got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm trying to tell you, some real Spangooly shit going on. And the thing about it is, they keep doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people going missing. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. They doing something to these kids. And look, it's another movie called Spellbinder. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Spellbinder. Now, I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit because I don't want to make this too long. But it's the same shit I'm talking about, okay? It's this couple or whatever, right? Or they seem to be a couple. So it's this dude and his homie, they lawyers or whatever. They walking in the parking lot, yeah, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, just they walking in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's good, what's good? And dude, the main character or whatever, protagonist, he see this girl getting slapped up, beat on by this dude in a suit. So he come up, get into it like, hey man, let it go, man, let it go, man. Dude pull out a knife, man, you done fucked up and all that. And old girl was like, you don't know what you got yourself into. Dude like, man, I ain't worried about him. She's like, you really don't know what you got yourself into. You know what I'm saying? So pause right there. Pause right there. Pause right there, right? Okay. She say you don't know what you got yourself into. He say you don't know what you got yourself into. The average thinker, like the protagonist, he's a lawyer and all that, blah, blah, blah. But he ain't really thinking on no spiritual stuff. He's so used to the city life and this, and that. He ain't really in tune with nature. You know what I'm saying? So, he thinking it's just, oh, this cool, ain't nothing gonna happen. He ain't thinking it's on some spiritual type stuff. He thinking it's just, dude might come with his goons type shit. You see what I'm saying? So, back to the movie, like I was saying. So, he take old girl home with him. And then they start talking and stuff. She tell him like, yeah, it was this dude I used to work for, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, you need to come stay with me and all this type of stuff. So as she's staying with the dude or whatever, they get into a little relationship or whatever, a little fling, and he started to have a little get together because, the lawyers, you know what I'm saying? They just have a little get together, a little party at his place, you know what I'm saying? And he introduced his friends to the girl, and they pulling him to the side, like, hey, something ain't right about this girl. He like, nah, it's cool, man, it's cool. He tell them the story of how he met her and all that. They like, nah, something just don't sound right about this story. Like, you know how something don't sound right, but this like something don't sound right to the next level, don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So as time go on, dudes start having little like pineal gland flashes, foreshadowing a dude coming up to him, stabbing him with a knife on some crazy type stuff. So he wake up out of his sleep just tweaking or whatever, right? So fast forward or whatever, old girl is a witch. And I'm gonna make a video about that because that shit real. Like witches, oh, that shit real. Real talk. I'm trying to tell you. So He found out she a witch. He found out that her mom is the head witch of a covenant, right? And the other dude, he's like the high priestess or some shit of the covenant as well. You know, the dude who was in the parking lot beating on old girl, that dude scooped up, took to his crib, yeah. So she's a witch too. So they just keep on trying to attack him, keep on trying to attack him. They hitting him with spiritual attacks, mental attacks, all type of crazy stuff, right? So as all that stuff happened, she steady telling dude, yeah, yeah, I love you and all this type of stuff, and I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, dude, he just falling for it because he like, man, this girl, you know, she look good and all that type of stuff. But he just like, man, I'm down with you and all that. So she trying to, you know, tell him like, yeah, only way I can get out the covenant if we do this ritual or whatever. So he like, okay. So they try to attack her. They try to attack her in her house because they like driving around and stuff, you know, trying to like, because you know it's a certain time that they got to spill a large amount of blood, you know, in these sacrifices. And in the movie, if they would have prolonged, like, you know what I'm saying, them from just like doing the ritual on somebody, you know what I'm saying, and getting the girl back, because they need the girl back. She's a part of their covenant or whatever, right? But dude don't know that yet. So then next thing you know, like they trying to keep on running from him, because you know if they like don't get that blood sacrifice within that time, they covenant like the energy, you know what I'm saying, fuck up, and then like a whole bunch of crazy shit happen, you know what I'm saying. So they go to her house, whatever, right? But before they go to her house, they in the car, and she tell him, she like, yeah, I'm covenant, blah blah blah, you know, I'm a witch and all that. He like, what the fuck? So he's still trying to be with on some loyalty type shit. So they do a spell, a protection spell, so the little demons and witches, warlocks, whatever, they couldn't get to him. So they had a certain amount of time where they can move around freely. So then she trick old dude. She like, yeah, come with me, this and that. You know, it's over with, blah blah blah, right? So they get him to the blood sacrifice place. They kill his ass, take his heart out. And she was along with it. She was never down with dude. That shit crazy. I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers going missing. That shit scary, man. I'm trying to tell you, real Spangooly shit. And that's that movie called Spellbinder. And after that, it was another dude. Like they did it all over again. That's how you know there's some ritual shit. All over again, dude and old girl. They went to another parking lot. He slapping her up, you know what I'm saying? It's a little act. Another dude walking in the parking lot. Hey man, stop, let her go. Same process all over again. They keep doing it, keep doing it. That's how they sacrifice the motherfuckers. He using her as bait, acting like he's slapping her up, you know what I'm saying? They playing like, yeah, do this, do this. You know somebody gonna jump into it. And once you interact yourself with these demons, you give your energy and you start caring about that. Like you could just easily walk away, go the other way. But once you interact with that and you get into that, now you just gave your energy to them. Y'all now bonded. Just off you saying, hey, stop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bonded. Now they can touch you and they can fuck with you. Because before you even get in contact with them, they can't really fuck with you. Only time demons can get into your realm unless you allow them in your realm. Real shit. If you allow them in your home, that's when a demon can overtake you. But other than that, they can do all the attacks and say all that shit and do looks. But they can't get you unless you invite them in. Real shit. Real video. Wake the damn up that way. You feel me?